Hello everyone. In today's Carnivores profile I'm doing is one of the largest FMLUV32 ankylosaurids on that planet. And that is Euoplocephalus, native to the east central sector. They are legal to hunt on the eastern tour, being found exclusively in the Bash Marshy rocks. Euoplocephalus are some of the largest and heaviest herbivores on the eastern continent of the FMM-UV32, with a dark-colored shell adorned with rose spikes, acting as an ultimate predator's deterrent to any potential predator. If not enough, the dinosaur's tail ends in a large, bright red club, which swung, has enough force behind it to shatter bone, even a mighty T-Rex, let alone a human hunter. Like its Earth counterpart, the Earth Euoplocephalus is large, exceeding the size only by Ankylosaurus and perhaps Tarkia and Cedapelta. The Euoplocephalus was about 5.3 meters, 17 feet long, and weighed 2 metric tons. Like other ankylosaurids, it had a very broad and flat, low-slung torso, about 4 feet high, position on the 4 short legs. And it had relatively small eyes, but this does not necessarily mean that it had restricted vision. The complex respiratory passage observed in the skull suggests that Euoplocephalus had a good sense of smell, although in 1978, an examination of a cast of that dino did not show any enlarged olfactory region of the brain. For the FMM and Euoplocephalus, being poor-sighted, they rely on their bright tail as a form of communication, raising it and swinging it around in various patterns and motions. These bright coloration also act as a warning for predators as well as distraction from the animal's head, sometimes confusing the poor-sighted carnivore of the dinosaur planet. Another common display these aliens perform is slamming their tails against the ground, creating a loud trumpeting noise, typically used for long-distance communication. The message being received through vibrations in the ground, kind of similar to that of elephants, that they use their feet to communicate with one another. Because elephants communicate through vibrations, they generate low-frequency rumble calls that vibrate the ground, and elephants can detect these vibrations through their feet and potentially other parts of their bodies. But for the Euoplocephalus, use their tails and slamming at the ground, loud trumpeting noise. Euoplocephalus are extremely durable, bullets barely penetrate their natural armor. This armor is primarily reason these herbivores are poorly favored by clients. Their only known weak spot are the throat, being incredibly hard to hit. Even still, these bulky herbivores are still fairly popular trophies for their size alone, dwarfing all of their relatives in the sector. And that's it for the Euoplocephalus. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.